Now it came to pass that God decided it was necessary to replace King Saul over the people of Israel. God came to the prophet Samuel and told him to go to Bethlehem, and he will appoint a new king there. God instructed Samuel to seek out a man named Jesse from amongst his sons. One of them was destined to be the new king. Samuel followed God's instructions and met with Jesse. Samuel asked Jesse if he could see his sons. Jesse introduced them one by one. Eliab was the eldest, tall and handsome. Samuel thought Eliab would be the new king. However, God told Samuel not to judge by looks, but by the heart. So God passed on Eliab and asked for the next son. Jesse also called Abinadab, the next eldest, to see Samuel, but God did not choose him either. After seeing all 7 sons, God did not choose any of them. Samuel then asked, "Are these all the sons you have?" Jesse answered, "I still have the youngest son, David. He is out taking care of the sheep." Samuel asked his son for him so that he could meet David. When Samuel saw David, God instructed him to appoint David as the next king of Israel. After a while, King Saul and the Israelites went to war against the Philistines. The Israelites gathered in the valley prepared for battle. Older brothers had joined King Saul and his army to fight the Philistines. The Israelites encountered the Philistines and faced a formidable opponent named Goliath, a giant standing 9 feet tall and incredibly strong. Goliath challenged and defied the Israelites and their God, calling a single combat. The victor would claim victory over the nation. Saul and his army were terrified, unable to find a warrior brave enough to confront Goliath. That day, David was still tending the sheep when his father called for him, sending him to deliver food to his older brothers at the battlefront. David took the items and set out to see his brothers. When David arrived at the Israelite army camp, Goliath came out again and challenged the Israelite army with the same words. "Choose one man to come down here and fight me. If he kills me, then we will be your slaves. But if I kill him, you will be our slaves. I defy the armies of Israel today." When David heard this, he was angry and asked, "Who is this man who dares defy God and mock our people?" He decides to challenge Goliath, but his brothers oppose his choice. David then approached King Saul and offered to take the challenge. "Don't be ridiculous," King Saul replied. "There's no way you can fight this Philistine and possibly win. You're only a boy, and he's been a man of war since his youth." David assured King Saul that his experience defending his sheep from lions and bears was sufficient. He declared that with God on his side, he fears nothing, and the Lord who rescued me from the claws of the lion and the bear will rescue me from this Philistine. Reluctantly, King Saul agreed with David and gave him his battle armor. But when David put on the armor, he could not walk because it was clumsy and too heavy. David took off the armor and went to the riverbank, where he selected 5 smooth stones. He then took the stones and his sling and set out to confront Goliath. Goliath towered over everyone that he needed a servant to carry his shield alongside him when he stepped out from the Philistine ranks. When he saw that David was the challenger, fury ignited in him because David was just a young boy. He mocked David, calling him a mere shepherd's boy, and threatened to feed David's body to the birds and wild animals. David replied to Goliath, "You come to me with a sword and spear, but I come to you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel whom you have defied. Today the Lord will conquer you, and I will kill you and cut off your head. This is the Lord's battle, and he will give you to us." Goliath moved forward to attack, and David ran up to Goliath. With his sling and the stones in his pouch, David quickly put a stone in the sling and hurled the stone at Goliath. The stone hit Goliath straight in the forehead. The impact knocked the giant flat on his face, killing him instantly. Seeing their champion defeated, the Philistines fled in fear, leading into their defeat. The Israelites then charged forward to pursue the attack. God strengthened the Israelites' army, leading them to victory that day. David's courage began his rise to become a great king after Saul. The story of David and Goliath powerfully reminds us that with faith in God, even the smallest person can overcome the greatest challenges. With God on your side, anything is possible.